welcome back. Long time no see. I know, I've been on hiatus. Whatever. Anyway, so today we are going to be discussing the book Old Soldiers, Saloons, and Community, The Unique History of Phoebus, Virginia by Tim Restiver. I know, I totally screwed that name up. But you know, it is what it is. Whatever. So, Phoebus is basically a neighborhood in Hampton, Virginia with a huge history, bigger than I realized. I am, from that area, and I did not know. It was so historic that there's just so much to be learned and knowledge to be gained from the area. It was originally home to the Kicquetan Indians, the first Union Army camp in Virginia, the first community for freed slaves in the South, and much of the community became a historic district by the National Park Service much later in its life of being a neighborhood. Anyways, so, quote, the unofficial names have ranged greatly from, quote, Little Chicago and a, quote, vile den, to progressive, enterprising, and picturesque, depending on the period of time and the people you ask. Oh my goodness. I have heard of it being called Little Chicago. So, since we've got that out of the way, that's why I'm using this as the background. I mean, I know it's not Chicago, but it looks kind of cityscape, so. Anyways, quote, the Hampton Monitor in 1907 described Phoebus as, quote, the most cosmopolitan little city where people from all backgrounds, nationalities, and creeds live in harmony, adding that social standing in the community is earned by brains, common sense, and civic interest rather than by family background. How awesome is that? That's like the way everything should be, man. I mean, we should have why didn't they keep it up, and just been like a beacon for the rest of the world. Anyways, quote, for Christmas 1608, a party that included Captain Francis West, Captain George Percy, and Captain John Smith spent the holiday with the Kicquetan Indians. Quote, we were never more merry, nor fed on more plenty of good oysters, fish, flesh, and wild fowl, and good bread, nor never had better fires in England than in the dry, smoky houses of Kicquetan. That's cool, right? And that's actually a quote on a plaque outside the Hampton History Museum, which is in downtown Hampton, a little ways away from Phoebus, like 5 minutes away from Phoebus. Quote, regardless of the exact number, Phoebus had one of the highest concentrations of saloons per capita in the world. Good grief, that's a lot. Quote, the National Brewing Company came to Phoebus in the late 1880s. They created Colt 45. I can't believe Colt 45 started, in Phoebus. Quote, the women of Phoebus were tough as well. In 1905, when a soldier forced his way into Mary Willoughby's house of, quote, ill fame on Lancer Street, she pulled a pistol out and quickly fired 2 shots, one in each of his legs. She wasn't charged. My kind of lady. So I gave this book a 4 out of 5. It was super interesting about, this bit of local history. You don't get to know much about it. It's obviously, it's a community thing, so it's obviously not taught in schools. But I don't know. Maybe it should be. Like each community that's like near a school should be, have like a little section like for a week or something where you learn about the community that your school's in or something. I don't know. That would be cool, I think. Whatever. Anyways, and this book is also cool because pictures! We all know how I like pictures in my books. Anyways, So yeah, I enjoyed this book, and you know, made me want to know more about Phoebus and the surrounding communities and neighborhoods, you know, and their history and stuff. I know that actually, I don't know, I'd say like 5 minutes or so away from Phoebus, you know, between Phoebus and Buckrow, basically. They are developing new homes. They were developing new homes, and they had to stop because they came upon some artifacts that were very prominent. I think, I'm probably screwing this completely up, but I think that they were saying that they were some of the first artifacts that were found in this area that showed of human habitation in this area of America, you know, meaning the Indians, but it was like some of the first, I think, but I could be completely wrong, so I mean, y'all need to look me up on that one, because I'm probably pretty wrong about that. So 4 out of 5 for this book, local historian, local, and I would like to thank my friend who let me borrow the book and give a nice little report on it. Thank you. And didn't really know what to wear for that book, so I just, you know, wore everyday clothes that I was gonna wear anyway, so whatever. Yeah, so the next book I'm going to be reading is Educated by Tara Westover. It's a memoir. It came out, I believe, yes, it came out last year. You know, it's been hyped up all over the place, but I have had it on my list, my to be read list, and I'm reading it, and so far, damn, it's good. It's, yeah, it's good. But yeah, that's all I can say about it right now. Anyways, thanks for sticking in there, watching this, and even though I was late. Oh, let me see if I can show you like the town of Phoebus real quick. Maybe it might be blurry, but you know, we gonna look. Oh, yeah, you get a close up of my face. Hi. So, here we go. Town of Phoebus. Super cool, super cool, super cool. Apparently that blue shop, that blue building right there used to be an ice cream shop. Further down in the street, past that white truck, is the Phoebus Methodist Church. And let's see, this brick building is Sly Clyde's brewery. Used to be R.H. Hayden Smith Funeral Home. And then this is Cody's Lamp Shop. It was a gas station back in the 70s, and then it was empty for a while. So there you go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.